Hey, welcome everybody. Today we had some requests. We will be doing some weekly winners. And then right before the show, Bindles messaged me and asked if it was fine to come on today. We were looking at next Monday. Today works better for him. We got it worked out. I patched together the thumbnail at the end. Uh, None of mine look great, but that's what we got right now. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to finally get to do a draft with you.
Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. It's hard for me to make this time period, but yeah, I'm glad I could figure something out, and yeah, excited to try a weekly winners with you, and it should be a fun, different challenge than a normal draft. It'll get our brains going a little bit. You were showing me pre-stream kind of the spreadsheet you built out to kind of help us out along the way. So yeah, man, should be great, and thanks for
Yeah,
having me. I really appreciate you.
yeah. So the sheet I just put it into the chat. And so I do apologize for the colors, as I was telling him, and I've mentioned it a bunch. Like I built it on Mozilla, and so whenever you do the color coordination on this, it actually you have to taper it from the black background. So like a red comes up as a blue. I
I
think
didn't
you
know
muted.
that. I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's weird.
Yeah, and it took a long time to do. And then whenever I went to this one and it's all awful, like yeah. So like what I'm doing in weekly winners, and I'm not gonna do a ton of them, but yeah, you get some of your guys, get some spike weeks here and there. But like whatever your studs are, like let's say you got CD Lamb and A Chain, right? Like that's by weeks, I think 12 and 10. So like you can just not look at weeks 12 and 10 because your two highest capital players are those. But you can start looking at like click on week 11 on this chart. And you have, I mean, we're just doing it at random. Miami plays Washington, and Dallas plays the Raiders. Like that feels like it's a decent week to target, right? Like,
Absolutely. Yeah. That sounds like a
right?
great week.
Or if you click like week two, uh, you got Miami plays New England, probably not the best matchup, and Dallas plays the Giants. Giants defense might be better. Like that's probably not the week you want to target, right? Like if you want to do the let's target a single week thing, right? Yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm doing, and like obviously you want to like you're live to win every week, so you could just take all value and see what happens.
And just let the matrix play out. Yeah.
Yeah, or you could try to like gamify it a little more. And one of the ones and another strategy I used a little bit last year, and this is the one I had that I had a chance at first going into a Monday night game. I ended up like 250th because Kyron Williams, if he scored 25 points, I think it was, I would have got first in the week. I was the highest person without him. And it was that Monday night game where uh, the Rams played the Niners, and it was like that ugly game to where
Like
it was like,
slog fest. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So there's that. Well, we're gonna go ahead and say hi to the chat. We got Victor, we have Aaron Sandy, we have Scott, we have Pepper Tony, and we have the Fantasy Football Garage, your partner in crime, Candyman.
The
But
man.
yeah, so these take a while to fill. We are going to try to find it. Number one. So I'm going to check the 30-second lobby. It's probably 12, like eight more to start for the 30-second lobby. Having the guest, having the extra time would be fantastic. Eight more to start. Weekly winners, 30 seconds. And Deontay Johnson is the poll question. Uh, I didn't know if you actually have a take. I was taking some of him in the pre-draft in the 20 rounds, and I take him a little bit on like the other 20 round sites. I have a hard time getting to him ever at the 18 rounds. Like,
Yeah.
but man, like the man gets open, right?
I mean, if he's on a team and like not just like being cut three times in a season, if he's just
Yeah,
like on the Browns and just playing, He's
Right.
probably a good click.
Yeah, and it sucks. It sucks, but I agree. Like I'm taking him in the time box contest like a share or two kind of thing.
I think
Uh,
if you have any like Browns correlation for week 17 or whatever, we're not really the other weird thing is like I think this affects all the Browns players. Like I'm huge on Njoku because I just think he's vastly underpriced, and kind of all the Browns players. Just partly it's we don't think the Browns are going to be very good, but it's also the fact that we don't know who to stack them with. So that kind of just like lowers all of them because you're not really building out like any like Brown stuff, at least from the team side correlation with the quarterback with stacking. So all that to say, yeah, I am a former Deontay Johnson stan. Like I guess I think 18th round, if it's a time box or if we get any news where he's just like it's August and we're just like okay, like he's gonna make the team, like we're not worried about that aspect of it, then I think he will move up. So yeah, it's
yeah.
a little risky, but I mean we're taking what Tutu Atwell in the 18th round, like you're
It,
tacking on a Ty Felton or something
I
like.
was gonna say, is it much worse than Ty Felton or Isaac Tesla? You
No, I don't.
know,
If anything, I think there's higher upside. I mean, Ty Felton, if he's in the kind of like Jalen Naylor role where he can just like bank a touchdown, and it's a week 17 matchup we love. So, but yeah, Deontay, when he's on the field, he's drawing targets. So if he is on the field, he will be drawing targets. So.
what is this? Why does it say 4 more to start? So my phone says 6 more to start, and this says 8 more to start. Let me. That did not work. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I don't know what is going on here. Did I accidentally enter the wrong thing? I'm going to research that for a second. Yeah, so what's a player you're higher on than other people right now? Like who's your favorite click at ADP?
Ooh, that's a very good question. So one guy I've been talking to, I actually hopped onto. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Fantasy Stock Exchange, Danny and Bush. They're they were doing some best ball drafts today, so I hopped in with them for one draft. But Danny is a huge Cowboys fan. I am not, but I'm very big on George Pickens. I made a case on Ballsy on Monday. My ballsy take was that he will outscore JSN in half PPR scoring this year. I just think the pass volume for the Cowboys is going to be pretty ridiculous. Like, don't think they're going to be leaning on the running game very much. Don't think their defense is going to be that great. So I think they could push for Dak could push for 630 pass attempts, 650 pass attempts, lead the league up there with like a Joe Burrow type. And it kind of, you get 2 outs with George Pickens. You get he will have a career high in targets, I think, if everything, barring injury, like, I don't know, 130 targets, something like that. And then you also get kind of the spike week games that we know George Pickens is known for. So you kind of get a best mix of floor and ceiling. So I think you can make a case for him all the way up into like the Mike Evans range, like kind of late third, mid third there. And I would still be clicking him if he was in that range. So obviously you don't have to take him there. So, but definitely would be a guy where I'm willing to be 2 or 3 times the field on if I could be. So,
Wow, you and your partner in crime are both over there, and Hartman is all about it too. I'm on the other end of it, of those players. Not that I dislike Pickens at like I think he's in the right range now.
okay.
And like so and this kind of brings me to another conversation. And I think it was Dirty P. He sent me a video. Justin Herzig was on RotoViz. Did you watch that yet?
I don't think I watched that one in particular. I have been watching a lot of RotoViz lately, but it's hard to keep up. So.
Yeah. So he was talking about how people are being like the pushing Burrow stuff, right? And for me, like I've kind of came around to where I mean I'm generally going to, and I've said previously that I'm just going to do it every time. But all the players I loved at that turn now like have been pushed up into the fourth round, kind of. And like the players that are getting pushed up to that area are players that I'm okay passing on. Like to me, having three times more Joe Burrow stacks than you do by giving up George Pickens and just having Ricky Pearsall or Steph Diggs with all three of those teams, and you only get one chance with the Pickens. Like, why would you like? I think I'm going to take the three shots versus the one team you get through.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you are making like if you have like a chase team and you're just betting like, hey, this is what I need week
Yeah.
17, like I want the 40 bomb for both of those guys, then I can definitely understand that
And
like game theory way of playing it 100%. Yeah.
and BBG was talking about that. And by the way, we are at 2+2 for 22nd weekly winners. And like so, and I think there's a tier there. Like if it's Omarion Hampton and Jamison Williams, I'm probably taking those two. If it's James Cook and Omarion, probably. If I can take Devonta Smith and Hurts, I'll probably just do that. You know, kind of like. But I think once it gets to the players that are in the fifth round, like Pickens for me, like for you, you would prefer to have Pickens there, right? Like because you're just that high on him. Uh, but
Yeah, I
like,
mean, I think it's more that like JMO is a perfect example. Like I think projections wise, Pickens is going to project better than JMO. Um, and we've seen Pickens with the spike weeks that were kind of like we that's what we're thinking JMO is like this guy where he's just going to have these huge spike weeks that break the slate. It's like I kind of feel like
yeah,
there's both of it. So it's not necessarily that like I dislike either of those guys or I prefer Pickens like in a vacuum. I do. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like it's continue your point. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It's just yeah.
okay. He asked. We'll get to that here in a second. So we finally got in. We got the 103. We have Aaron Sandy at the 108. I don't know who else is here. If you're here and you want to out yourself, go ahead. Uh, but yeah, like just thinking about that, like, and her that was what hers was talking about. Like, wouldn't you rather just have two or three times the amount of Burrow Higgins teams, like Chase Burrow Higgins, like, and also like if you do the double stack, like yes, it's less likely, or it should be less likely for that person to take them unstacked, right? Unless they have like Chase Brown, but in reality, like that's not what's happening. All right, so weekly winners, we got Bijan, Gibbs, Jefferson. Who do you like?
I'm probably Jefferson or Lamb. I don't know if you have a slight lean there.
Well, you seem to be really into this. I'm actually Puka over Lamb overall, but we can do this. Like,
I love Puka too. I'm a huge
yeah.
Puka guy as well.
I,
I think you can make the case for him as high as you really want to make for him.
and to be fair, like that is what my heart of heart rankings is. Like I'm still taking CD Lamb over Puka because I don't want zero CD Lamb.
Of course.
And well, what I'm doing right now is I think in the poodle, I'm at like 40% Puka right now. I think I'm going to try to do 50% Puka in that just to have my Puka stand at one place.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's the place to do it. And yeah, I mean, I don't think you can be too high on Puka, honestly. Like
Right. And same with Lamb, same with Jefferson, like even Nico, like absolutely.
I think
All
you
right.
could see all those guys be like wide receiver one. You're like, okay, we look back and we're just like, yeah, why weren't we taking more Puka, right? Like he's just had the Cooper Cup season from what was it, 2022, where he just had 400 points in PPR or whatever it was. Like,
Yeah.
I think we could see that. So,
Oh yeah, we could easily see that. And yeah, so they were asking about Ferguson for you. Because if you feel that way about Dak, are you that high on Ferguson as well?
it's this weird dynamic with the tight ends where I feel like because everyone is kind of outside of Bowers and McBride, kind of like pushing tight end or building all these three tight end teams, I think a lot of them are kind of undervalued. Like, I mean, I talked about Njoku, like he's just drastically underpriced because of the factors we talked about. But I mean, even Goddard and Ferguson, like I think like other years they would have been like 10th round picks or something. But just because of all of the guys and people are just don't care, they're just going to push them. They all kind of collectively as a group get pushed back. So it's not like I think Ferguson's a good click where he is, and he is underpriced, but it's more so a tight end as a whole, like is underpriced.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Pepper Tony saying interesting point. The one hole kind of gross, to be honest. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I in pre-draft, whenever I was doing content, I was saying that the top 4 picks were the worst picks because like I believe there were 17 like stud picks. Like yes, there's like a top 12 or 13, and then there's another tier. But I think like, and I kind of include Higgins into that tier. And you could include McBride, but everyone else puts them at the back end. So you don't get to mix those guys up, right?
Yeah.
So I've thought that for a while. And now that Rashee Rice is moving up, maybe it mixes up a little bit. But so also, elite quarterback goes very high in this.
I can tell. Holy crap.
And I am fully on board taking Jaden Daniels here to set up a divisional correlation thing.
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that's fun. I mean, we're still kind of gonna get a guy we like coming back. It is tempting with Bowers, but
and so the other thing about this is, we know, look, they play week 17, right? So knowing that, we know for a fact they don't play week 18. So that means if we game stack this, we get 2 attempts at the game stack with the bringbacks.
Yeah, I want to see what other week they play. Let me go through here.
And the one of the things about taking Jaden Daniels here is now we only need to take one quarterback. We don't have to take a second one because we're okay giving up a week, right?
Yeah, I don't. In this format, it doesn't really matter at all. Okay, they play week 7.
Week 7 as well. So
Washington, Dallas, yeah.
Sweet. So I'm fine pulling up McLaurin here, getting that, unless you want to get Chase Brown or Jacobs. I'm fine with whatever.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I feel like we're just playing it basically, or we're like, we want this week.
Yep.
And then we can still we're pulling up both of those guys, but we'll still get good value coming back around.
Say it was weeks. Yeah. Okay. I got it. So yeah. So basically now we know we're going to target this week, and we already know the week 17 matchups, right? Pretty much by heart at this point.
Yep, exactly.
So we can just keep this open, and anytime we're debating on players, we can look at this and be like, all right, do we want Michael Pittman or Cooper Kupp? Which I hope is never the answers. Like I hope we're never put into a situation that those are the 2 questions. And the other thing that week, the other 2 elite quarterbacks are actually on bye.
I was going to say that's a good point. Baltimore and Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah. So, and I know that because they're the only 2 teams. But like, we're kind of looking at like the Jets. Like, if for some reason Breece Hall fell all the way back, like, we could totally be into that, right? Because like
Carolina
rush defense, right? Like, and just like looking at this for little things like that, and like Tampa Bay, Detroit's probably a place we would like to get a piece in, right?
That seems like a real good one. Yeah.
Atlanta, San Francisco feels pretty solid.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I mean, we could pull up like. I wonder if we could pull up like the point. I mean, we can kind of guess like what the highest total games will be of that week, right?
Yeah.
What is this one? I'm trying to see the coloring.
Yeah, like I said, the coloring's all messed up.
Oh, Rams in Jacksonville. That seems like it's London. It's a London game though, but.
The Rams Jacksonville. Yeah, that would actually be a really good one as well.
I feel like those London games are sometimes kind of weird. So like maybe, but in theory should be a high scoring one. Yeah.
And yeah,
Philly, Minnesota. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I mean, we have a path here. We have the studs in this game. We can either like fully load out this game, or we could ignore this game for the most part and try to build out the other stuff around it. Like it's all up to how we feel like going as well.
Yeah, off my first thought is we kind of already have the pieces we want in that game, like for the
Yeah.
most part. I like or at least the later pieces, like the running backs and like other like Debo and that kind of stuff. Like you're kind of just betting that Daniels and McLaurin on one side and Lamb on the other side.
All right. So do we want to go with Worthy as another guy, or do we want to get one of these running backs?
Um, let's see. Carolina, Seattle plays Houston.
Do you want
I kind
Mixon?
of I kind of like Worthy or Pickens here personally, but if you want to pull up one of these guys and just get one of them
Ah,
and knowing we're going to come back around, Worthy.
yeah, we got Worthy. I mean, any week he has a giant, and he plays the Raiders, right? Like
Yep.
you were looking at that when you said that.
Yep. Yep.
I had already kind of figured that out. I actually love Mixon this year, and that's early in the season, so I don't think anything bad would have happened by then. He goes RJ Harvey. What is Arizona had a decent matchup. Green Bay as
Green Bay.
well.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one as well.
Um, because now like we just need some power at running back, right? I feel like.
Yeah, I think that's fine. We can
So which one of these guys do you like? Connor, Harvey, Chuba, or Kenneth Walker?
let's see, who does Seattle play? Houston,
That's probably a no go.
Carolina Jets probably no.
So Denver or
Let's go Denver. We can do that. Yeah, I like
yeah,
Harvey.
yeah, we'll do that.
I think
And by,
Harvey has a pretty high ceiling too. Like
and and I think he may actually start slow, but I think by week 7, like I think the first 3, 4, 5 weeks maybe he's like starting slower, but I think he'll pick up by mid-season ish, right around that time.
yeah, and they play the Giants, which I mean, like in theory, should be a better defense, but like they're probably a bad team. So like it's kind of weird how like if they're a bad team, then it kind of like their offense being so bad or like, you know what I mean? That kind of also just like makes their defense worse or makes the team worse. So I
Yeah,
think sometimes that snowball effect happens where it's like, okay, we're by week we're 2-4 or whatever,
well,
and the team's kind of falling apart. So
the only thing is like they're probably going to crush the Giants, and Dobbins might be the closer guy, but Dobbins has been hurt in the past, and like if they're crushing a team, maybe it's because Harvey had an explosive, right?
yeah, I was gonna say maybe
So
Harvey scored 2 touchdowns and now they're up 21-0, and then he
yeah,
rests the second half. You know what I mean? Like it's there are different ways to view it for sure.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. So this is kind of what I do. Like I like getting like a divisional correlation thing, and then just smashing a week, like looking at that week. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but I think it's the most fun because it feels like you're the most involved.
Yeah, and
Like if
we also have the Week 17 KC Denver matchup as well.
yep,
So
yeah,
that's I mean we're not really playing for Week 17, but we do have all Week 17 correlation right now. So
yeah, we really do. Yeah, and Adam agrees with the 4-5, and I think that it matters. Like sometimes James Cook falls back there, sometimes George Kittle falls back there. Like those players, I think, are a difference maker at that point. Or like randomly, Jaden Daniels is falling down there now. Like I've seen it a couple times. And what's up, Devin? But yeah, I that's what I'm talking about. My guy strategy. Let's look and see what Aaron Sandy is doing. He's got Puka, he's got Lamar, he's got Chase Brown, Mike Evans, and Chuba. He is very well balanced. Puka and Lamar is like that's like probably my favorite 2 picks in this format, most
yeah,
likely. Like
Mike
I love,
Evans,
yeah,
great spike week guy, right?
yeah. All right, so we are getting close to being on the clock. I mean, I don't love Debo. We did say we want a Tampa piece. So if Godwin falls,
Yeah,
let's take him. Um, San Francisco plays Atlanta, and both of those guys are here as well.
and Addison, I don't know if we're worried about the suspension. I mean, I guess if we're
No,
playing for Week 7, we don't really care. I kind of
right.
like Addison. I feel like he's playing Philly. That seems like it could be a high total game as well.
And then we might be able to get one of the two Niners guys back, or even Debo.
Yeah, I think that's the way to play it because I don't know. I'm super high on Addison. I just think he's good.
Well,
It's going to be a good offense, and it gives us another game where we can kind of
Here-
play for the ceiling.
here's the other thing, though. Like, do we want to just like take a fifth wide receiver here and then just go shots? Like, I think we could just take a fifth and then just be done. Like, if Pearsall makes it, and then just be done.
I think so too. Yeah, definitely.
Or we could go with one of these running backs. Tennessee plays New England. That's not great. Aaron Jones plays. We just talked about that.
Philly.
I don't love that. Ricky Pearsall is here. I think. Are you fine taking him and then just like stopping at 5?
Oh man, it's just tough for me to take Ricky Pearsall over Olave in any format. Like it's just. I don't know if that's bad process, but like I just feel like
we could take Olave.
I just like the player so much more. But if you think it's strategy wise, you want to go Pearsall.
Well, like so, I don't love the matchup against Chicago for New Orleans, but like I'm fine with this. Like we're gonna stop here, right? Like we are gonna have all the shots because we're probably gonna have 8 running backs on this team. Because we're going to have Jaden Daniels solo. We're only going to have 5 wide receivers, right? We're just going to hope
load up at running back. Yeah.
Then we're just going to load up and take guys. Like I think that this is fine. I'm not saying it's the best, but I think it's a fine thing to do.
Yeah, I guess like we don't love the matchup with Chicago.
Yeah.
For Olave, but it's also just like one of those things where like the bet with Olave is just they're going to be down, they're going to be throwing, and Olave's good. Like it's just like all the matchups are going to be bad for New Orleans because they're going to be probably really bad. So,
like you say, they're probably going to be throwing. Oh, and yell at me whenever I don't bring the board up.
No,
so, we could just look at running backs here. I don't love like any of these people. Like I love Scadaboo, but.
Yeah, let's see. What do we have going on? Well, we have.
So we'll bring the chart back up. They play Denver. That is not what we want. We do not want the Giants at all. And we.
Let's see.
Giants. And Tennessee, and Najee would play. I don't see LAC anywhere.
I think they're.
They're Indy. Okay. I mean, we could just go B-Rob if he makes it to us.
We could. I mean, it's like. I'm trying to think if that's like negatively correlated or if it's positively correlated. Like, do we just bet on the team? Oh wait, shit.
I mean, yeah. I think it's fine. I mean. Oh, yeah, their stats are different here. Receiving weeks on average, he had 1.4 receptions. I think there's a massive tier break between him and the other players, though.
B-Rob?
Yeah. We could go Kelsey or Andrews or Jonnu, too. Yeah, okay. Well, we timed out.
Okay. Sorry, I can't see the board. It's showing me the...
Oh, my bad. Screen. My bad. Yeah, my bad.
You're good.
The board is ugly. It's Travis Etienne, Mason, Najee. Like it's ugly.
So wait, we went B-Rob. I think that's fine. Like it's just kind of betting on Washington offense.
There is a player here I would love, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you want to go against Cincy's defense?
Ooh, that might be a good one. Yeah. And they might be, if Pittsburgh is chasing, Warren will more likely be on the field against, right? Like trying to catch up. So, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. He doesn't catch many passes at all. Yeah, I get it. And Eckler is probably the pick you want. But
he doesn't catch like a ton of passes, but it's half PPR. He can score touchdowns, and it's not like he catches 0 passes. Like It's
And
not like he's like a complete zero.
and to be honest, like we're not needing B Rob to put up 25 points. We need him to put up like 18. So if he gets 85 rushing yards and a touchdown, like, and he's the worst player on our starters, like that's perfectly fine
Yeah,
because like we're looking to dominate at wide receiver, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
And I mean, yes, getting a guy there would make sense. In a game that Jaden Daniels is going nuclear and they're way up, like let's say that they are way up. Like the best case scenario would be they're up by 2 scores, like early. McLaurin got 2 touchdowns. Jaden ran for one and threw two, right? And CD now is in catch up mode, but B Rob is eating the clock on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, if we're playing for this Washington Dallas game, then it just gives us. It's different than like
Yeah.
a regular BBM. It's like we have multiple outs of just like getting the touchdowns in that game if we think it's going to be a good high scoring game. So, and that's in Dallas, a dome game, right? Because the other matchup, the Week 17, is in Washington. So,
Yeah. And as Peppertoni said, he likes overstacking these contests. And like, so I'm 100% wanting to stack up like either a Cavante Turpin or a Jalen Lane on this team. Like that's where my mind is right now. So
Yeah.
let's look at Cleveland, Miami. That could be fine for Njoku.
Yeah, I think Miami's defense should be pretty bad. So that's and
Yeah,
Njoku has pretty big ceiling games for a tight end as
for
well.
sure.
So
And we already kind of said we want to not go against Denver's defense that week.
yeah,
So I mean, if Scadaboo makes it back around the corner, I'm going to have a hard time not taking him. And so who's Tennessee play?
New England. That seems kind
Okay.
of gross, but you never know.
We could double up the Denver backfield for that week.
Could.
We could. I mean, likely is off the table because he's got to buy.
Yeah.
Ramondre? Ramondre may not be awful there.
New England. I mean, he's a fine click. I don't know if we like. It's like you're more just betting he's playing. Any other running backs that we? Yeah, not really.
Ray Davis, you can't. He's literally it's him or Spears. Who do you want?
Let's go Ramondre.
Yeah, that's the exact feeling I have when I click Ramondre. It's the most unenthusiastic. Okay, yeah, I guess like, he's the guy.
It's like okay, yeah, I like Drake May, but other than that, yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it doesn't make
sense.
No,
it doesn't.
I think it was Nick Bach tweeted it was like the season long projections for Laporta and Njoku are literally like exactly the same. It was like 699 yards and etc.
Yeah,
touchdowns, and it's like why I get it because obviously we want the Detroit offense. We love the Week 17 game. Like that all makes sense to me. But what doesn't make sense is why there's like a 5-round difference between Laporta and
I've been saying since the big board, why is Laporta go like because he was going at 60, like at 60 when it dropped. And he slowly fell to like 75-ish. Right? Like he's like 73.8 or something, I think, right now in regular style contest. Like he feels fine there. Like he felt so bad for so long. Just because like what are the odds that he massively outproduces Hawkinson, Kelsey, Andrews, Jonnu, Njoku, Kraft? Like
good.
Like he has to outscore those guys by like 50 fantasy points, and all of them for that price to make sense, right? Like
yeah.
And to me, that just doesn't feel like it's a good bet, or it was. And like, yes, I want some shares of that man because he has the elite upside per week. Like that's something he does offer.
Yeah, I mean, you see the Lions helmet. My former co-host El Coach got that for me after he banked 15th in BBM a couple of years ago on the back of Laporta. We were huge Laporta guys. I'm a Detroit fan, but it's all about the price, right? Like it's dynasty, best ball, everything. It's just like we're still holding on to like that first year where it was just like he was what, tight end one. I don't know, not in points per game, but I think just for the season total. But
Yeah. Okay, there's 3 guys I love here. So Colson Loveland for the bring back on the Saints.
okay, yeah.
Isaac Garendo because
Ooh,
he plays
Atlanta.
I think that's my favorite. And then Tootin
Ooh,
plays the Rams.
ooh,
What do
I
you
like
want?
Tootin. I like
Let's go.
Tootin. Yeah.
Yep, you talked me into it. Yeah. Like I loved all 3 of those picks.
I think they're all great picks. Yeah. Dude, Tootin, he seems like a slappy pick, but I just think it's like, because he's a slappy pick, I think people think that it's like people are taking it too far, but I
Yeah.
almost feel like we're not taking it far enough. Like
And
I think he should be going like, I think like above Scatterbo. Like I don't like I just
are,
it's like this lingering fear of kind of just this weird like aura in the air of kind of like the Twitter stuff, and like that he's a rookie and we don't really know what's going on, but like I think he has pretty crazy upside. Like I think we could look back next year and be like, he's like a 3rd round pick or something next year. Like,
I mean, this contest is literally like who has ceiling.
yeah.
Like I'm probably gonna have 0 Shakir in this. You know, do we want to build out the Jaden Daniels or do we want to go for the Atlanta if CMC's out kind of thing?
Let's go Garendo. I just think he's a better pick for this team in particular as well.
I think so as well because we have Brian Robinson mostly. If we didn't have B Rob, I think that because we're already telling ourselves that script that like they're up and B Rob's running a little bit, right?
Yeah. B-Rob
So
scores a touchdown or 2, and yeah.
and like yeah, we have. So we'll go through the team real quick. It's Jaden Daniels, running backs RJ Harvey, B Rob, Jalen Warren, Ramondre, Bayshaw Tootin, Garendo, wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Xavier Worthy, Jordan Addison, and Chris Olave, tight end, David Njoku. I mean, this is a weekly winners house team. Like that is exactly what this is.
It definitely is.
Yeah. And Tootin, like of all the players that go in that area, like so for weekly winners specifically, like I believe Tootin should go higher. And all of this stuff is actually pretty well correlated. Like we actually have an insanely correlated week 17 as well because we have Njoku for Jalen Warren.
Yeah.
We have the
KC
main stack as
Denver,
well, and then we have KC Denver's on top of it. We don't have a Detroit piece, but that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's these tight ends are all going. I'm assuming Goddard already went, right?
Yeah, he did. I think. No, he did. Yeah, he went at
He went a couple
148.
rounds ago. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I kind of think that the way to play this is if you don't get one of the top 3 tight ends, is you just go 3 or 4.
Yeah, I think Gesicki would make sense.
Ertz 100% makes sense.
Yeah.
With Jaden.
Yeah. I think if we're overstacking, we can definitely do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's only the second pass catcher we have for them.
True.
So like if he makes it, we take him. If not, Gesicki's a nice consolation prize. Because like we would be playing that game to where Pittsburgh is ahead because they have no defense, right?
Yeah.
It'd be Cincinnati's ahead. That's why Jalen Warren's in. But yeah,
let's go Ertz. Yeah.
I think that was a no-brainer pick. And if Gesicki makes it back around, I'm fine with that. We can look over. So Roshan is a shout. Miles Sanders is here. We could just bring Miles Sanders up.
Yeah.
We could.
Okay. Gesicki went. I was going to say we could
do tight ends.
Let's see. Otten. Tampa Bay, Detroit. We could do Kate Otten.
Yeah, we wanted a shot of that. Yep. Sounds great. Yeah, I think just taking shots here and like that feels awesome, right? Like this David Njoku, Ertz, and Otten, like all 3 of those had 20-point weeks last year.
Yeah, all good offense. Well, Njoku not good offense, but good everything. Like it's the anti-good offense bet. It's like like Ertz and Auden are basically just like, it's a good offense. We hope they just score a touchdown. And Njoku's the exact opposite. It's like, it's a bad offense and he's just going to get 12 targets for 10 catches and 120 yards and a touchdown. Like,
Yeah. Do you read this comment?
my ball, Zach Ertz.
Yeah, that says go
Flip
to
it.
fantasy. Yeah, fantasy football name. That's great. That's an awesome fantasy football name for sure. Yeah. So, are you still comfortable just stopping at these 5 wide receivers? I mean, I think I am, unless we add like a Jalen Lane or somebody like or a Turpin at the end, something like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Uh,
Let's see how our team looks. We
all right, we got
could.
Jaden, RJ Harvey, Brian Robinson, Jalen Warren, Ramondre, Tootin, Garindo. There's a couple rookie running backs that go down here that I love for potential spike weeks.
I'm down to try it. Yeah.
And one of those would be, I mean, it's all kind of game stacky because like we have like 14 teams, like
Mhm.
so it's hard to not hit something. Um, but I am gigantic on Jarquez Hunter.
Yeah, me too. I think Candyman on his account has like 30% or 29 point something percent. And
I these are old exposures. I'm to 21 and a half. Um, Actually, so Jarquez Hunter, so all of the people who have massively went up in the ranks, like I went back and looked at my January 29th and January 28th drafts. I've taken well, my very first draft, I took Pat Bryant and Bayshaw Tootin. Uh,
that's
um, and then I also had a Jarquez Hunter share like the next day. Like, so I was in on a bunch of the people who have rose very early. I didn't expect Pat Bryant to get the capital he did. I also didn't expect Jarquez Hunter to get the capital he did. So like I kind of fell
yeah.
off on those players because if they were 5th or 6th round picks, I don't love it.
But hey, that's like the big board and everything. You just you luck into some craziness.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, can't take Baltimore. We could always go Indy as well if we need to. Jarquez,
Yeah, let's go Hunter first
and then so Taj Brooks is always fantastic to me as a
Taj
late round.
Brooks. I don't mind Brashard Smith either. Dylan Sampson, they play Miami.
I mean, that feels pretty strong, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like Sampson. I know Gretch on whose stream was it? Someone I think it was Coach Big Index was just saying like he kind of should have some standalone work behind Judkins anyways, and then he has contingent upside and he has kind of just like the rookie black box. We don't know exactly what's going to happen between him and Judkins. Obviously you're going to bet on Judkins being the early second round draft click, but
yeah,
I
so
think he's just a good pick. Yeah.
do you want to add a flyer wide receiver here with a Jalen Lane or a Noah Brown
Let's
or
see.
so Washington,
Houston, Seattle,
Ben Sinnott, Jalen Lane, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey.
I don't mind Felton. I don't mind Noel. I don't mind.
Yeah, I mean Noel's still here.
Noel seems like a good pick.
About Troy Franklin.
Oh man, I can't do Troy Franklin. That's the one I can't do.
All right.
I guess we have KC, but
I'm also fine taking another running back or a tight end if you want.
Well, we have let's go Taj Brooks or Smith, and then we can, if we want to, we can take it. So they'll still be there. There's a lot of guys.
This is our last pick.
Sorry. I saw the 17th here, and
we have our this will be our last pick. We have a while to talk it out.
Let's see what falls, because I could be open to both. It kind of just depends. We could do we could do 2-2 for the Rams Jacksonville thing.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
I
mean Atlanta, Ray.
Atlanta San Fran, yeah.
Like that defense is supposed to be just god awful.
Yeah, it is going to be very bad. Ty Felton.
I got 5.5% Turpin.
No, it's not. People
And people are starting to talk about it. Hey, people are starting to talk about it.
Yeah.
I've been on it since Big Board.
People are even saying he.
That's actually like he's going to be suspended, right? Demarcus Robinson. And if that's just a guy to think about in weekly winners, to be honest. Like, so if you're doing something post like week 5, week 6, like he's not going to be suspended then. And if Ayuk is as hurt as people think, like he may, if he like on off pup, like he would probably be starting that week. So that's probably not the best. But like if you're going to target the first like weeks 4, 5, or 6, D-Rob may actually be a good bet.
Yeah.
Because it'll be very low owned.
Yeah, it says it's 3-game suspension. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I just was checking.
Yeah, so like 4, 5, or 6 is kind of what you'd be looking for if you were going to target those weeks. All right, so we can take Taj Brooks or we can get one of these receivers.
Oh man, this is tough. Let's go Taj Brooks.
Yeah, it's so hard to not like he's so we went 9 running backs. So we got a 1-9-5-3. Like this is why weekly winners is fun. Like you can just do things. Like we know our running backs aren't gonna set the world on fire, but this wide receiver core is supposed to. You know, like we spent all of our capital up here.
Yeah.
We don't care about like Jordan Addison. If he wasn't being suspended, I think would be being drafted where George Pickens, Cortland Sutton, all those players are, right?
Probably, yeah.
And it's gonna fall even more because he's that the suspension isn't announced yet. But that court date I think is in a couple weeks. So we'll go over the team real quick. We got a 1-9-5-3. We got Jaden Daniels, RJ Harvey, Brian Robinson, Jalen Warren, Ramondre, Vashal Tootin, Isaac Garendo, Jarquez Hunter, Dylan Sampson, Taj Brooks. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Xavier Worthy, Jordan Addison, Chris Olave. Tight ends, Njoku, Ertz, and Otten. I mean, it looks wild because it is, but that is the nature of weekly winners. I don't know what everybody else thinks, if they think that this is absolute travesty. But like the one thing I know it is it's fun.
It's definitely fun. Post this on Twitter and don't say what contest this is, and just be like, "Hey guys, how did I do?" You got to engage. You got to engagement farm who hames. You got to learn. You got to learn the game. You got to
new to Bestball. What did I do wrong? What did I do?
I'm telling you, dude, those are the tweets that pop off the most. Are just the ones where you're just like either engagement baiting or just like off the cuff, just like saying some stupid shit.
Yeah, new to Bestball. What did I do wrong? I'm gonna go ahead and name this. I'm probably only gonna do like 50 weekly winners or something.
I like it, dude. That was very fun to just.
And these are really nice change of paces to normal style contests too. Like if you take a day and do just a couple of these, and you just do some wild things, have a good time. Like you just look back on it, so basically like it's set up just like it is with like the dailies. Like whenever you log in, I don't know if you did weekly winners last year.
I didn't do any except for maybe 1 or 2. Yeah.
You just click on it like Thursday night, and it's got that bar of like where your progress is.
That's pretty fun.
And like it has all your teams plotted across there, and then like you can do the same thing like after the games at like 3:30 in the afternoon or whatever. You can click on it, and it's got that bar. So then you can click on the ones that are close to see if anything actually matters or not, right?
Yeah, it's a nice little sweat each week. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do another one. You're welcome to stay.
I'm down to do one more. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We will go over. I think Aaron Sandy's the only one who is in the chat with us. We will look at what he's done. He did the same thing. He did 1-6-8-3. Lamar, Chase Brown, Chuba, Pollard, Ray Davis, Keaton Mitchell, Brashard Smith, Puka, Evans, Waddle, Mooney, Bateman, Thielen, Romeo Dobbs, Keenan Allen, Mark Andrews, Jake Ferg, and Mason Taylor. Yeah, That's very good as well.
Yeah, seems
You
fun.
got that, like you got the important pieces in Bateman and Andrews. That's just me sliding Zay Flowers a little. Uh,
Dude, I'm
gonna
kind of it's I I'm Zay Flowers is such a weird one for me because it's like I like the player and I like the offense, but I just like I don't know if like the ceiling is really there with like the way that
Yeah.
their team is. It's like it's very much like Lamar can steal touchdowns, Henry can steal touchdowns, Andrews can steal touchdowns. Like what is truly, and especially in half PPR, like what is truly the upside for him? Um,
Well, so
yeah,
as a player, like I would say he's a top, probably definitely top 20 wide receiver, like actual wide receiver as a player. He is fantastic.
yeah,
But his role, like somehow all of his speed and explosiveness has like it hasn't changed into like him being able to break those cover twos. He tends to like take the easy yards and then just run out of bounds or try to split things and then kind of just go down like softly. Like and maybe that's just my version. And Pepper Tony is actually
yeah. No, I mean that's fair. It's
no. I mean if he gets to where he breaks some of those cover twos, like he will probably smash. Like, but it's been 2 years in a row of him not being able to. Even though he's incredibly fast and incredibly elusive. Welcome, Fantasy Dog. Number 25 like. I don't know. Maybe it's lagging. My screen shows 31.
No,
So
usually what happens, I do the same thing is like if you're watching and you haven't refreshed, then sometimes it doesn't
uh,
refresh the
right.
likes on their
Well,
on the viewer side. Yeah.
Fantasy Dog pops in, hits the like button instantly, and then just reports. That's what he does. So like that's kind of weird. Maybe the chat's way behind. I don't know. So I'm entering another weekly winners 22nd right now. Uh
let me tweet it out.
oh, it's only 4. It's 4 to go. If you want to vote, or if you want to draft a weekly winners against somebody willing to go 9 running backs, now is your chance. Like if you want this lobby, you don't want this smoke. That's what I know. You don't. You don't.
If you guys want this streamer EV, come
Yeah,
and get
yeah.
in here.
Come get this. Yeah. I don't know. Like I think it's just such a relaxing thing to do. Like for me, like and also like I like doing it. And as I was saying before, like I think it's gonna be easier with somebody else to like actually look through.
Yeah, you have two sets of eyes, right? It's
You
nice.
have two sets, so you can focus on, especially with the 20 seconds, like you can focus kind of like looking to try to find a week that makes sense, and then I could bring it up. And like normally, whenever I do these, I just have that on my other screen and I'm looking it up as the draft's going, right?
Sure, sure.
So like, but while streaming, I've done a weekly winners while streaming, and it is different.
Solo, yeah, it's a
Yeah, I
lot of
happen to do all that.
that's a lot of mental bandwidth you have to take up to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 20-second weekly winners. There's one spot left, Thad. Get in. I know you want to. We went 9 running backs last time. But yeah, I think I will post that after the stream and be like, all right, guys, I need advice. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Like
And
the solo Jaden Daniels stopping like
that alone, honestly, just the solo Jaden Daniels alone will get the Bestball Bros just riled up, bro. The riled up.
Yeah.
There's a few topics where you just it's guaranteed engagement. Like tweet about Jaden Reed, either very pro or very against. Tweet about Jameson Williams. I had a tweet. There was the JMO versus Jaden Reed. It got 100,000 views, and it's like those are like the quintessential like Twitter best ball fucking guys where people are just like they either love them or they hate them. So,
all right, we got the 108. Coolers
Ooh.
has the 107.
Okay, I like that.
Aaron Sandy has the 110. I don't know anybody else here, but if you're in here, Coolers watched us draft that last one. It's like, all right,
Get in here.
I need to get in this
This is
room.
free money.
I need to get in this room. Just check and give you a like. Hey, thank you for stopping in, sir. We appreciate it. I used to do that last year whenever I didn't stream to everybody to pop in, like I still do it. Like
I'll do that a lot. Yeah.
like
honestly.
like put it on a separate tab, let it go, check in here and there. Should have known you double dip. What up, Al Boogie? We are doing some wild things here in weekly winners. Welcome, Quill. Thanks for stopping in. Caught the tail end. I don't have a good strategy yet for this contest. Here is, I will post it again. There's the Google Sheets I have. It has all the single week. So like, I usually try to find a game stack I like, and then I target that week. And if you give yourself, like, if you know what the week 18 schedule is, you can look at that and know which division opponent you don't want, because you want two chances at, if you want to do the divisional correlation thing. I mean, I'm fine with any of these.
I mean, I kind of like Puka if he falls to us personally. Oh, Puka just went.
Puka did not.
Okay.
We just went heavy wide receiver.
You want to go? Yeah, we can go CMC. I don't mind neighbor. Any of those top.
Nico?
Nico or Amon-Ra are fine too. Yeah. Let's go CMC. Let's.
I don't do a lot of CMC. I mean, his first few weeks, so I am gonna play scared. I want to target an early week with CMC. Like
You're just like, okay.
I do. He
bet.
plays Seattle, then New Orleans, then Arizona, then Jacksonville. Week 4 may be the one.
Arizona seems pretty good too. I feel like their defense.
Arizona would be fine, and yeah, that would also be fine. That's a divisional matchup. Do they play week 18 or not? Week 18, San Francisco plays Seattle. So that's the one if we want to do divisional. Yeah, so but like there's no Arizona player that's going to be here, right?
No, not.
I mean we could pull up McBride. I have no problem doing that.
That's kind of fun.
Or take an elite quarterback.
Good. Let's see. I mean, if Achan falls to us, we got to do that.
Yeah, Achan single week upside, just awesome. And actually, like, I don't take a lot of AJ Brown, but his single week stuff is pretty.
It's perfect. Yeah, perfect for this.
So, Lamar, London, Bowers. I mean, I'm pretty into Bowers too.
Yeah, I feel very good about those top 5 guys. So we have a lot of options. Let's see.
Which Josh Allen.
I kind of like AJ Brown or London. Now,
which one? I'm fine with any of these. We got 5 seconds.
Bowers. Let's do Bowers. I feel like we're just saying screw wide receiver. We'll get our correlated guys later on.
Yeah, you seen 9 running backs last draft. Guess what, guys? You're about to see 12 wide receivers or something.
Dante Thornton. Learn
wide
Dante
receiver,
Thornton, buddy. Yeah.
Wide receiver 3, Dante Thornton. Yeah,
I mean,
it's coming.
I think Bowers, he's basically in the Puka Nacua role for a team that's gonna run a shit ton of plays. Like, I think we could, same thing, like just look back and it's hard because we love all these first round profiles to pull him up, but realistically he could score pretty similarly to some of these receivers that go in the first round, and he's in your tight end slot, so that seems pretty good. And
San Francisco versus the Saints week 2, and the Chargers.
That's what I was looking. Yeah.
And the Chargers versus So this could be where we kind of target. And Rashid Shaheed is like perfect for this tournament. So if he's there anywhere near ADP, we can go ahead and take that.
It's funny because I literally have week 2 pulled up right here before you even said it. San Francisco and New Orleans. That seems very juicy.
Yeah, I kind of mentioned like thumb through it, and I think having a week to target like makes some sense. There was a guy last year, he didn't do well. It was the week that because I looked specifically, he put 150 entries into weekly winners. All 150 entries he targeted week 6, and he did not do well week 6. He did not have a top 20 team. I don't think he. But like that's a very like ballsy thing to do, but it kind of makes some sense.
There's an
Like
that's
like
true.
you basically can't get. I mean, Jaden Daniels falls back, or even hurts. I mean, are you
yeah. Do we want to do Daniels or Hurts? Let's see. Let me see.
or Higgins?
Let's see. Week 2,
Green Bay.
Philly, KC.
5 seconds.
Washington. Let's do Daniels. Let's do Daniels.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Jaden just such a smash to me in this.
Yeah, and then they play Green Bay week 2. So if we do want to do that, there's a lot of Green Bay pieces we can tack on.
Yeah, and I don't think Green Bay's defense is going to be that good this year.
I feel like their defense is never really that good. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like a little above average and all.
It'll be fine.
Correct, Fancy Dog. All good players are. Shahid's. So yeah, and he's right. Shahid is perfect for all contests, but like
best ball, yeah.
So in best ball, like Jacoby Myers has a place in most tournaments. I don't know if he has that big of a place in this contest.
Yeah, I don't. Jacoby Myers is weird because it's like he does have ceiling games.
Yeah, it's like mid-20. I'm not trying to scoff at like a mid-20s, and that will definitely that could definitely start for you in a winning lineup, right?
Yeah. Ooh.
All right, so I mean, T. Higgins is still here.
Yeah, that's crazy. I probably won't make it back. Let's see, Jets. I mean,
Devontae Adams is here. Who do they play? T. Higgins is here.
Let's do T. Higgins. We got to do T. Higgins.
Yeah. Pick 41. Like,
I don't make sense at all.
I mean, it makes sense.
And they play Jacksonville.
Right. Yeah. I know. Yeah, this is nice. Jaden Daniels, CMC, T. Higgins, Brock Bowers. And by the way, we are done at these 2 positions.
Yeah, that's
right.
I mean, it kind of weirdly, does it free up? Free up a lot of stuff.
I will say, if Zach Ertz is there around ADP, I'm probably still okay taking him because he had 12 touchdowns last year. Maybe I'm a little too heavy there. Yeah, I don't like how they do this. So 0.4 per game. So it was not 12. It would be 7 or 8. It'd be 8.
I can pull it up.
Yeah, so they have a weekly average. Like, I don't know why they don't just like it should like if they wanted to have different stats on that, it should be like average spike week or whatever. Like how like biggest spike.
Yeah.
Right.
7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns.
7. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Thank you, Thad. Amazing start. Where is James Young at? Or are you guys in another one? Oh, okay. Weekly winners. Yeah, I see now. Yeah, this start is wild, right? Like, I mean, this start for BBM would be wild too.
Yeah. No, I mean, like the ceiling, like easily you can see the QB1, RB1, tight end 1, wide receiver 1, even.
Yeah, absolutely.
Higgins, like.
Yeah. Well, the first team we did was 9 running backs. So 5 wide receivers, 9 running backs. We'll see what happens here. So
Hunter there would, well, I guess maybe early season, maybe not, but
yeah. So Joe Mixon, So Kenneth Walker, Tet,
Flowers. Baltimore plays Cleveland. Who's Carolina play? Let's see. Carolina.
Seattle plays Pittsburgh, so not him. Tet, Harvey, Connor.
I think
5
we go.
seconds.
I think we go receiver. I think Tat.
Tet sounds fine. Yeah. I don't want to play against Pittsburgh's defense, or I think that's who it was, right? Yeah, Seattle,
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. I especially a horrible offensive line. Carolina is Arizona. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, the color was throwing me off. I was like looking for CAR, and for some reason
the color, like I said, on Mozilla, it looks good.
I'm not complaining to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's why.
No, it looks awful in like on the Chrome sheets, like it really does.
Arizona's defense probably not good, so that seems
a
fun matchup.
So, who did the Bears play that week? Detroit. Detroit's supposed to have a pretty good defense this year, supposedly.
It should be better.
Yeah. But I'm going to guess that Ben Johnson understands how to beat that defense too.
That's true. Let's see.
And it's very early in the season for Harvey as well. I mean, we could do that.
Yeah.
We could go Swift.
Oh man, I don't think I can do Swift that early.
And Ridley plays the Rams.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Or Debo. We could just take a Debo share here with Jaden.
Yeah, we could do that. Let's see.
I don't love Debo this year.
I don't love Debo either. San Fran. Who does San Fran play? New Orleans. We want to do Jennings or what? Jennings.
We already have CMC.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm fine with it, but we could go DeAndre Swift. We could go Debo.
Let's go Debo. I guess. Yeah.
I think it makes some sense, right?
Washington, Green Bay. At least get one stack going. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and we already got a bunch of value here. Like making sure we get a stack. Like we were the ones doing the weird shit earlier. We can at least we got some value here. We might as well make sure we at least get a stack. Like other than that, like we were kind of forced into taking Eckler and or Ertz, right? If we wanted the stack. So
yeah.
And since we have Bowers, like I'm not against taking Ertz, but like having Debo means we don't kind of have to force it either.
I think it makes sense, especially I like that Washington Green Bay game. Let's see.
Yeah, it really is, James. Like the Higgins price. So his ADP in this is 27, and he fell to 41.
That just doesn't. I just don't understand. I thought there was no way he was going to make it. Like, dude, weekly winners. T. Higgins is like the perfect weekly winners receiver. Like,
yeah, he was wide receiver 2 overall.
Yeah, I don't. My brain is PPR pilled, so it's hard for me to. It's 16.
So this is half point game. So Godwin on 7 games, and actually Rashee Rice is number 2 if you count it as a 3-game sample.
Sure.
Instead of the 2-game or the 4-game sample.
Yeah.
Because he had 0 targets and got hurt in the first quarter.
I was like at a bar for someone's like party or for some party or something I was going to, and I just saw the play, and I just was like, everyone else around me like has no idea what's going on, and I just was like, oh my god, like this is just so sad. I think I literally made a Rashee Rice dynasty trade, like where I gave up like 2 first-round picks. Judd, what about Reed?
Yeah, that's fine. Or Golden? Is Golden here?
I like Reed better, especially in week.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And week 2.
Yeah, and week 2 of the San Fran. Washington. Yeah.
I'm actually 20% Matthew Golden.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually okay tacking Golden onto this as well.
We could do that too. No. It's funny. Me and Candyman, because he's the Golden guy and I'm the Reed guy, so I feel like we go back and forth.
I was massive on Golden pre-draft before he got his landing spot. I know a lot of people say, well, his production profile. I'm not saying a production profile doesn't matter, but like he is, and I'm not saying he's Lad McConkey, but like you look at his game and you look at what he done, he had some production at times. Like they had a lot of weapons there, and Quinn Ewers sucks. Like, like, yeah, I know Candyman doesn't want to hear it, but Quinn Ewers is awful.
Yeah, he's not good.
Like, so I kind of take anything that happened there with a grain of salt. With Adonai Mitchell, with Xavier Worthy, with all those guys, right? But Golden looked really good. Like the way he ran his routes is really good, really solid. Uh, yes, he didn't come on late, but like he was wide receiver 3 to start the season, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Golden did go. We got Judkins here.
I think Judkins. If Judkins is there, I'd go Judkins.
He plays Baltimore.
Don't
Probably
love
not great.
that. Don't love that.
Mooney, we could go Andrews.
Hawkinson plays Atlanta. That seems like a good game.
Yeah, I'm perfect. We don't want to do that.
Oh, because we have
Powers.
Yeah. Atlanta.
So
let's go Mooney. Let's go Mooney.
Yeah, let's go Mooney. Remember earlier how I said I don't want to be in a situation to have to take Cooper Kupp?
Yep. No, I don't. I would have rather pushed and taken one of the other, like
especially on another guy I don't love, and Debo. Like, yeah. So we have our elite running back. Like we're pretty fun. Like probably we might stop at 6 wide receiver.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think 6
I don't know.
Probably would make sense.
And end up with a shitload of running backs again. Lad is a good, yeah, and like, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, so I was very much in on Lad. I was out there talking about it last year. I like it with people in chat rooms because I didn't have a channel, and I was like, well, if you watch him and like the way he wins with footwork and all that, like Lad is on another level from Golden. Like I with the footwork, I get that, but like the way he wins, like he will create some separation. He will, like he understood. It felt like he understood like where he needed to be on the field. Golden did last year, and that's what made Lad really good. And that was just from what I got from the like. I watched like 3 games of like. Sometimes I can find film of like entire games, like every snap of the player, and I like watching that
on YouTube. Yeah,
I like watching that stuff, and I usually try to find like 3 games of a player, and I like Golden to me reminded me of a lesser Vlad McConkey. Like, I don't think it'll be hard for him to pay off his price being the number 1 target for sure. Right. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't think it like I like both, and I think it's just like their roles are not duplicative at all. Like it's like Golden is going to be more in like the stretch the field Christian Watson type role, which can be good for fantasy, and Reed is going to get more of the manufactured touches. He does get some deep balls, but I just think Green Bay as a whole is very undervalued based on the fact that they were so run heavy last year. I just don't think that repeats based on the fact that Jordan Love, we're not going to assume he's going to be hurt, and they were 6th in pass rate.
Okay. We got Najee, we got Tyron Tracy. We don't want Jalen Warren, and we don't want Zach Charbonnet.
Who does Najee play? Or Giants versus Dallas. That's Tracy. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. And it's early in the season that we're targeting. So a week 2, Tyron Tracy having like being behind against them, getting some receptions. Like, yes, Scattaboo is also probably a fine player there.
Yeah.
But like, I really wanted Jordan Mason because he plays Atlanta. That would have been the bring back on that.
Great little bring back there.
Coolers got us. If you watch Golden, the SEC against Georgia, it's silly. Yeah. And Adam is also a huge Lad believer, and the fact that he said that it's a good comp whenever I mentioned that, like to me,
that's true.
Like I figured he would be the one to be like, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Like I know Adam's a big Georgia guy, so
yeah. And well, he's also always shouting from the rooftop about Lad being underrated. So And I agree. Like I have 13% lad, and to me that's a stand, right? Like a 13% is a stand.
Yep.
I'm not gonna like I don't have many players over like 16%. One of those is Rasheed Rice. All right, so we could go
Houston, Tampa, Chargers.
so Ray Davis. Who does Denver play?
Let me see. Let me see. Denver, Indianapolis. That seems pretty good.
Dobbins?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Yeah. And lean into the whole rookies aren't performing early thing. Dobbins has a role there. They
Yeah,
should probably be ahead in that game, right? Maybe.
yeah. I think it's a good between Tracy and Dobbins. I feel like you're like that's
We're,
RB2 ish. You know
we're
what I
just
mean?
looking for a guy to give us 17 points when CMC gets 30,
Yeah, exactly.
right? Like a touchdown and 60 yards and 4 receptions or something.
Yeah.
Reed, Dobbs, Kraft, and Wicks, Savion, Golden is too expensive. So is Reed. I mean, I think one of those is too expensive. I personally, I lean Reed. Uh, and so I'll tell you my reason on Reed. Like Reed as a player, to me, like I loved him going into year 2. I actually loved him going into year 1. Like I had a bunch of him in that year because I think I was like 14% or something. Only did like 70 drafts my first year of best ball.
Okay.
He so Reed, it's the same take I have with Travis Etienne. They took a wide receiver in round 1 and in round 3. But this is the same coaching staff that had Dobbs in them. Like the fact that they also took Savion, who's in my opinion skill set is similar to Reed. That's the issue to me for Reed for the long term of the season. For
Yeah.
weekly winners, I get it. Like
Yeah.
and like especially if we're targeting an early week, like I think it's a smart pick.
Yeah.
Ray Davis, Buffalo plays Jets, Hollywood, Christian Kirk, Jaden Blue.
Let's see.
So this is ugly, really ugly here.
I'm fine with Davis.
Rashad White, Garendo. We can't go
No,
Garendo.
yeah. Oh, Tootin.
Oh,
Oh no.
I
That's
I
okay.
clicked.
It's okay.
Yeah, I mean the 20-second clock is rough.
It is
and
very rough with weekly winners.
yeah,
Okay, let's see. We'll see. Maybe he
I'm
comes
fine with
back around.
this. And we could take a like. I don't like any of the wide receivers in this area, and Thielen's probably an awesome pick for the early weekly winners as well.
Yeah, Carolina,
Arizona.
yeah.
And Jack Bash is probably a terrible pick right now for this.
Yeah.
Tootin, like I am very optimistic he plays early and often.
Jacksonville, Cincinnati too. When we have T Higgins, and I also just feel like, yeah, this is just crazy to me that he's going here in any format. Like it just, yeah.
Hey, welcome fantasy football in Espanol.
Hola, amigo.
He was part of my channel, like part of the Who crew, and he said that he was going to start. Like he's a teacher, like a interpreter. He teaches as well.
Oh, nice.
And on the side, like he teaches people Spanish. He said he was going to make a YouTube channel for that, and I believe like his first video got 1,000 views or something.
Really
crazy? Yeah, because there's no Tootin or Thielen.
Tootin.
Yeah.
Easy money.
Yeah, me too. I think he said his first video got 1,000, and I'm like, because I told him when he said he was thinking about it, I'm like, you need to do it because there are like 0 people that do it, fantasy football content on YouTube in Spanish, from what I know. It's like an untapped market. So that feels like I'm assuming that things are still going okay for him.
Nice.
I wish him luck. You know.
Yeah, no, it's always fun. You got to find your niche, find your angle, and that's definitely a fun one. So I like.
Yeah. So if you know anybody who listens to this stuff in Spanish, give him a follow. Like
That's
I
awesome.
like I told him, I'm like, I can never be a part of your channel. I know about 12 words in Spanish, and I took 2 years of it. Like
Yeah.
I even have like full Mexican. Like my aunt is full Mexican, like one of them, and they live out in San Diego, so I don't ever really see them. But she obviously her kids, like her mom lives with them, who speaks zero English. So like I was around it here a couple times. Great idea in Spanish. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and like I'm not trying to make fun of like that, but like it, like I like, yeah, no way. Like me, absolutely no way.
Yeah. No, you can turn on the subtitles and
Yeah,
try to
right.
figure it out.
Uh, so I feel okay about the running backs to spike. I don't think this wide receiver core is as strong as our other one either.
Yeah, we can tack some stuff on for sure.
So Cedric Tillman seems fun.
Cleveland, Baltimore. Yeah, I mean that's trailing game
You
script for week 2. That should be good.
you like that,
Yeah,
or
I like
do you,
that a lot.
do you like Zach? Oh,
Tillman went shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Do you like Zach Ertz? Do you like?
Um, who does?
I mean,
Don't,
that's the
let's
target.
just do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah,
Let's just do it.
like
Yeah.
like just because we have Jaden, right? Like, go ahead. I kind of think it would be silly on even with Bowers. Like, so I had Zach Ertz and Trey McBride on my finals team last year that got ninth, and in one of the flock tournaments. And well, I flexed a tight end for 21 points. Like it's very doable. And do I?
Especially if it's Bowers or McBride. Yeah.
Yeah, like if Bowers puts up 25 points and Zach Ertz gets a touchdown and 80 yards, like is that out of the realm of possibility for
No.
Zach Ertz?
Absolutely.
Not really. So like that's a startable flex number, right? 15 and above. Like, is it going to win overall number one? Maybe not. But I mean, Zach Ertz he had a 21-point game and he didn't have a whole lot of yards. And even if he's old, like it's week 2, so he should be absolute fire then, just like Debo.
Yeah, we're just hoping for one of Debo or Ertz to just get 8 catches for 80 yards and a touchdown or something. You know what I mean? Something like that. So,
Who did the Chargers play? The Raiders?
yes.
Do you like Quentin Johnston at all?
I was going to mention him the last pick. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, so what's your take on him and Trey Harris? So the way I view it is Trey Harris is a direct replacement for Mike Williams and what he does, and it should not affect Quentin Johnston's role at all. Quentin Johnston probably will never be there on two wide receiver sets. That is never what he'll do. But in 3 wide receiver sets, they'll move him to the outside and probably move in Ladd to the slot, right? So that's kind of what my feel on Quentin Johnston.
I think it's a weekly winner's ass pick, and I'm fine with it here.
Yeah. I think it's fine. Like, I think his ADP is perfectly fine in the other format too. Like, because I think he has a role that like if Trey Harris is the guy, do you really think it's going to end up being Trey Harris, Mike Williams, and Ladd out there more often than Quentin Johnston?
I have no faith in Mike Williams whatsoever at this point in his career.
What? Why not? Explain yourself. Like, yeah, I'm the same way. I was in on him last year. Got burned pretty bad. So let's look. We got Rico. I don't know. I think we just
Arizona.
What's Calvin Austin? Who does he play?
Seattle, Pittsburgh, not great. Jacksonville, Cincy. We have the little bit of.
What's Indy?
Indy is Denver, so that's probably not great.
Yeah,
I mean, you never know though. I mean, Alec Pierce could have an 80-yard bomb against anyone, really. I mean,
are you okay with Roschon versus Detroit?
Sure. Yeah, let's do that.
It sounds fine.
I was gonna say Diami Brown for the Jacksonville Cincy, we have a little bit of mini correlation going
That's
on
actually
there.
a good point.
I don't know if he'll still be there when we come back, but
Maybe. I would say
Slayton too for Giants, Dallas. We have
is Trevor Lawrence still on the board? Okay, he went on the other side.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think of like? Nobody really knows what they're doing with weekly winners. So like, I personally like the idea of targeting a week and just trying to like build your best scenario for that week. And should we have went Zach Ertz here? Maybe not with Bowers, but like it's hard not to with Jaden Daniels.
I think it's fine. Like I don't want to like overthink it, honestly.
Yeah, like stacking good, right? Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that's all you really need to know. And I don't want anything to do with Wandale in this contest. Michael Wilson, I have 2.7%, and it's a very regrettable 2.7%. I don't. The only reason I have some is because like occasionally, like in the 18th round, he's still there, and I have a McBride Kyler team.
Yeah, I only really take him if it's just like a bring back on something like.
So, have you looked at his weekly performance?
I just know he's not very good, but no, I haven't.
Okay, so basically, I'll just say it because I know it. I think it was Monday, either Monday or last Thursday. I went on a Michael Wilson thing. He had 478 yards or whatever and 4 touchdowns. You would think that he had some spike weeks, right?
No spike weeks.
Yeah, and he literally in full PPR never had a game over 15 points in full PPR.
So in half PPR, it's like what, like
I think
points,
11.5 was his ceiling.
Yeah,
With 470, and like nothing about that offense has changed.
No, not at all.
He doesn't have any more competition, but like he had every opportunity to become something different last year. And if he can't spike at all with that team, like I don't know how they planned on. Like I was positive they were going to take a receiver last year.
Yeah, he's just the definition of just a guy. Like,
yeah. So there's a player I would love here, and I don't know what you'll think of it.
well, there's a couple guys I really like, so let's see.
Marshawn Lloyd.
For Green Bay, Washington, yeah, let's do it. If it was Candyman, he would say no. Let's take Emmanuel Wilson, but no, I'm gonna. I'm still in on Lloyd. Like
it's week 2. Like Wilson may be the play for week 4, 15, 16, 17 as well, but it's week 2 that we're targeting. So I think hopefully he could be healthy week 2.
Yeah, I mean,
all right, we have one more pick. Do we want to go Jalen Lane here? Do we want to go? I would like a random ass wide receiver.
Yeah, I like Felton.
You said that last time, but actually for week 2, we probably don't want a rookie, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So
let's see. Coker, who did they play? Carolina, Arizona. Don't mind that. Tutu. I'm always down for some Tutu.
Deontay Johnson.
Cleveland, Baltimore. Yeah, we have.
Just to make those cringe who voted no.
Yeah. I think we go Coker.
Talk me into it.
Coker's good. I mean, maybe he's not an early season play, but it's just like a bet on the talent.
Yeah.
And he's just good, man. He's big, he's fast, he can run routes. Like he's just a good play. He's literally the Jacoby Myers clone. Like he's literally exactly Jacoby Myers. Maybe I think he's slightly more athletic, but like undrafted, came in, just is good at football, and then we keep doubting him. It'll be year 5, Jalen Coker, and people will still be like, "Oh man, I don't want to click him," and he will just be a good pick every year. So
I mean, I fully believe Jalen Coker will have a better fantasy season or provide more spikes this year than Michael Wilson.
100%. And
like
I just
for sure. Like, and one of them is undrafted some, and the other one is drafted every single draft.
yeah, that's what we call leverage. And also it's leverage against Xavier Leggett and 35-year-old Adam Thielen, which I think Coker's is better than both of them, honestly.
I mean, I have 24% Thielen, so
I don't think Thielen's a bad like I think we took Thielen a couple times with Neil. Or no, I think we only ended up taking one of the two drafts. I still think Thielen's a good pick. It's but you have multiple outs with Coker, right? You have the Thielen falling off out, and you have the Leggett just being not good out. So I think it's not like necessarily an anti-Thielen case.
So I'm gonna tag this. Trey Harris is gonna be the one, Lad the two. I mean,
come on.
I hope you're not serious. Like
rage bait, like definitely bait.
I'm not the rage. So by the way, and if you need to go, you can. And if you stay, do you want to do another weekly winners? Do you want to do a poodle?
Give me 1 second. I do have to use the restroom.
Yeah, no problem. I'll go through the team and all that while you're gone.
If you want to do it, I might be down for like a 20-second poodle or something. Let me
Sounds good.
Let me check in with
well, we hit 40 likes, so we're definitely going to treat them with I'm treating them with another draft for sure.
Okay. Let me see really quick.
Yep. All right, so the team right now, it's weekly winners for those of you who do not know. It is a 1-7-8-2. Jaden Daniels, Christian McCaffrey, Tyrone Tracy, J.K. Dobbins, Ray Davis, Bayshaw Tootin, Roshan, Marshawn Lloyd. Just one of these guys hit running back 2, please. T. Higgins fall all the way to 41. Tet McMillan, Debo Stack, Jaden Reed, Darnell Mooney, Quentin Johnston, Diami Brown, Jalen Coker, and tight ends Brock Bowers and Zach Ertz. I think this is a really fun team. We've drafted 2 teams today. We got 2 Jaden Daniels shares. That feels fine. FK Coolers said he doesn't know what he's doing. That's fine. Neither do we. Oh, man. I guess you took Joe Burrow, the pick after we took T. Higgins. That's kind of odd. So Joe Burrow, Jared Goff. We got Josh Jacobs, Breece Hall, Joe Mixon, RJ Harvey, Jordan Mason, Rico Dowdle, Puka, Olave, Josh Downs, Trey Harris, Hollywood Brown, Cedric Tillman, MVS. I love MVS for this. Like MVS and Kevontae Turpin to me are like awesome clicks for this tournament. Britton Strange, Kate Otten, and Theo Johnson. Do you have any stacks? Well, I hit refresh and it did some wild things. No, he seemed to just take some guys. He did say he doesn't know what he's doing for this style. So my instinct is stacking doesn't matter that much in this contest. I was planning to kick Gesicki later. Okay. Got it. I would guess that stacking matters even more with the pocket quarterbacks. That's how I'm playing it, at least, because you have to get first. So this contest, if you look at it, the payout first is $20,000, right? Second is $10,000, but you go all the way down to 20th. It's only $750. Like, I don't love this. I just think it's a fun contest. But you have all 17 weeks to have a chance at it, right? So, like, if you're going to get one of those top 10 prizes, like, you probably need your quarterback stacked somewhat. If you're just trying to, like, min cash, like, it probably doesn't matter that much. Yeah. Drafts look good, and Fantasy Dog says that continually. And then we will go with Aaron Sandy's team. 2772, Jalen Hurts and Jordan Love. We got Devon Achane, James Conner, Najee Harris, J-Mo, Will Shipley, Jarquez Hunter, Brashard Smith, Malik Neighbors, Evans, Ridley, Pearsall, Golden, Christian Kirk, Romeo Dubs, Jonnu, and Mason Taylor. I love it. You got the double stack. and you got the Naked Hurts. Like Naked Hurts is perfectly fine. Like yeah, very solid team. We're gonna go. Are you good for another draft?
Yeah, let's do it. We can do a 20-second. I can rip it. Yeah.
Let me name this one. Jaden.
We'll throw in the hater blockers for the
week
for the
2. Got it. Bindles. All right, so 20-second poodle. I have to bring it up on my phone. Like there was a single day where I could log in on my browser this entire year.
I can't draft in where I am in Ontario, but yes, that used to be the problem for me as well. It's
yeah. All right, I'm joining a 20-second poodle in 10 seconds. But yeah, like let's make my slow pick while we're here.
Who do you have so far?
I mean, it's Joe Burrow. So as we were talking earlier, like
you got the double.
I got the double. Do I want to? And I also spent up to get that. Do I think it's worth pushing? I got Hampton, who I think is a difference. But am I worried about missing out on these players? For me, I'm not worried about missing out on Pickens. So
yeah,
I think I've came around to just taking him. Not every time, but if it's something I invested that heavily in, I think I'm going to.
You're already making the bet. Yeah. No, I think that's a good take. I mean, people don't want to hear it because they want to just push it every time. And I lean towards that way, but I think from a game theory perspective, like it just makes sense. Like you're already betting on it. So
yeah. Okay. Well, Steve, welcome back to the stream. He gets the 101 on my stream. Literally like
every time
40% of the drafts. It's like
Steve is doing he's making sacrifices to the best ball gods daily somehow. I don't know what he's doing. We need to figure out his dark arts.
Yeah, there is something going on, and it can't be humane.
Steve, we know your deep dark secrets, brother.
Yeah, we got the 109. Charlie line of scrimmage is here at the 111.
Anyone else here that I recognize?
Dr. One, the professor, I think, was in both earlier drafts. I don't know if they're on the X side. And by the way, we have 67 watching on X. If you would, please come on over, smash the sub on the YouTube side. I got a goal of 250. It would be fantastic. And while you do that, check the descriptions below and go follow Bindles on his channel as well. All right, so like I'm fine with any of this. These are my own personal rankings. We can click ADP if you want.
Fine. It's fine. We can do this. I'm pretty good with taking Neighbors. I just think Neighbors is so good. Like he had 109 catches last year with Tommy DeVito and freaking the worst quarterback play. So I'm not too worried about it. Like penance for being a Washington fan. Yeah, that's fair. Also, shout out to Steve. He's on Jeopardy tonight against Herzig.
Yeah, that's in what 3 or that's in a 7:30 Central, I believe. 8:30 Eastern.
I think so. Yes, 8:30 Eastern.
Yeah,
7:30 Central.
I am like I'm more excited for this matchup than my next matchup. Like
this one's pretty exciting, yeah.
Well, so to be honest, like I was thinking about this the other day. I've done 108 Superflex, and PPR Tyler's done that as well. I wonder if we're both going to lose because our ADPs are all going to be kind of weird.
Messed up in your head, yeah. I don't want to give out too much free alpha, but I will say I think the studying, like I literally just sat down and just like
I
studied like everything for like a good amount of time and watched back almost every single one of them, and I feel like that greatly helped me. Oh man,
we could do
the thing. Do Bowers?
We could do Lad. We could do something fun and bring up Bucky.
No, let's do Bowers. I don't mind HN either.
Which one?
Let's do Bowers.
Right. I've been bringing up T. Higgins or Bucky sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
I think it's fine to kind of flip the board there.
Because
Yeah.
because those two never, like, ever since the beginning of, like, back in January, they have been from 21 to 28, like,
The whole
all, like
time. Yeah.
like 98% of the drafts, right? So getting
100%.
unique on this side of the board, like, you're not going to get neighbors unless you take them over here. But if you pull them up, you're having different teams from the people who are trying to get unique to get that Bucky with them, because your Bucky team is on this side, right? Like, because the neighbors' bulls are the ones doing it, like, going to be doing that, right? So
Yeah.
I like kind of mixing up one of, like, a Nico team having a Bucky or a T on it, or a Puka team having a Bucky or a T, or neighbors. I think those are the two. Like, I don't want to do it with Rasheed Rice because he's been all over the board. Like, in this
Yeah.
contest, it's one thing to do it. Like, it'd be
Sure.
fine to do it
Sure.
here because it's a new time box, right?
Yeah. Exactly. No, dude, I'm so into T Higgins. Like it's honest. I mean, I don't know. It's funny because I kind of compare it to my George Pickens take. It's like obviously we've seen T Higgins do it like more, but it's like high passing volume team, right? You have Lamb, you have Chase. They're gonna pass a ass load 650 times, like lead the league in passing attempts, and then you have the number two guy who can just go crazy. Obviously, we believe more in T Higgins, but that's it's
Right.
like that. I'm seeing two pictures, and they're the same picture there a little bit with those two offenses. So all that being said, like I'm still very in on T Higgins. Like I just think he's perfect best ball
Yeah.
pick.
And bringing him up over here, like, then you just get Joe Burrow at his ADP.
That's true.
I mean, you don't have to worry about the push because, like, either the chase drafter, like, the chase drafter gets put in a situation they have to do it because they know that the T Higgins drafter, if they're pulling them up, wants to stack,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you force it on them, and then you get the value or not. Like, it's perfectly fine. Like, you
Yeah.
either get it or not.
And
So
it's fine either way.
what's your take on this area? Like, are you like me to where if Brees Hall's in this area with all the receivers, you just take him every time?
Yep. I'm definitely in on Brees. Terry, like it's fine to take him because I want him and
Jaden,
Daniels in the
yeah.
stack. So I'm
I
fine just doing that. But I'm JSN. Let's do Brees. Let's do Brees.
what's your take on JSN?
Uh, I like him as a real life player. I think the situation and the half PPR scoring, it's just not conducive to I don't think he's going to have a good year, like for advance rate and everything. He's obviously could still just have like a playoff game, you know what I mean, and just go crazy. But yeah, Sam Darnold behind a battle line, and if it's Jalen Milrow, even worse. And it's more for him, just like the team structure. Like I don't think they're going to be scoring that many touchdowns to begin with, and he already had 100 catches and 1,100 yards. So like where do we see the growth really happening?
Yeah.
Like it would have to be touchdowns.
And
And
do we think that their offense is going to be elite?
that's what I'm saying. Like, right.
Yeah.
Like
It's not.
not even an anti JSN of like, I like him as a player. I think he's good, but it's just like, it's not a conducive environment for a guy to score 10, 12 touchdowns and really pay off his ADP here in the third round. So I think that's where I'm at. I just, not that I'll never take him, but it's kind of like the anti Terry McLaurin like argument. Okay, let's see.
Is this Jaden Daniels Day? No.
I don't hate it.
It's up to you. I'm fine with any of these players.
If we do it, we're definitely gonna have to catch up at wide receiver.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's have a little. Let's do Daniels. Let's do Daniels. Let's
Yeah,
do a little.
let's have a theme. A theme for today.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just think he's just unequivocally a great pick. Like
Yeah, me
every
too.
draft, like you're not going to be like, oh my god, like I have Jaden Daniels on my team and Brock Bowers. Oh no.
So I was listening to the Chess Liam stream before I got on, him and Matic. And
Mr. 8.3, you mean?
yeah, Mr. 8.3. And I believe, and maybe I heard him wrong, but I think he said that, like, it was on some show I listened to today. And whoever it was said that, and like I watch like 4 shows, so I might be mixing them up. But they said that they think that the actual order should be Jaden Daniels, Lamar, then Josh Allen. And I know Liam has been saying that he kind of wonders if they're going to use Josh Allen's legs less this year. And him being at Liam, right, like with the whole Buffalo thing,
Yeah.
like, and I mean, looking at what Joe Brady's done, like that would make sense. Like their run game is awesome. And if their defense is any better and they're actually relying on the run later in the games, it absolutely makes sense because Josh Allen just goes in Josh Allen hero mode, right? Like, and just wins games sometimes. Like, you still want him up here because of that, but like, and it may have been Beimfour. I don't know. I can't remember who it was, but one of the people were saying that they like that. I've been pretty much said it for a while. I'm Lamar, Jaden, then Josh Allen. I still want 4 to 7% Josh Allen, but he always goes first.
Yeah, I think they were talking about it on Ship Chasing on Tuesday.
Okay.
Where it's like Josh Allen still has the like crazy ceiling in any single game. But it's like Daniels, he's the running quarterback's younger. The younger they are, the more apt they are to run from what we kind of have seen.
I mean, Mahomes, ever since he got injured, like doesn't run at all.
Yeah.
He used to but yeah, like, and yeah, it was Ship Chasing that said that yesterday, but then somebody else was like saying it again today.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, yeah, Daniels, it's like, I feel like it's the best. It's like growth. He's a good passer. He's going to run. He's young. I think it's like the best combination, but I don't know. It's hard to bet against Lamar or Josh Allen. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if you're really, any of them is a bad pick.
I don't think I'm betting against the other two taking Jaden over Josh.
No, you're not. You're not.
Right. Like, I just think that that's a preference thing.
Let's go.
I need to get my Juwan Jennings up at some point. I mean, we don't have to do it here. I love Godwin. I love any of these guys.
I'm good with any of those receivers, honestly. Yeah, whatever. Pick your poison here.
We'll take a Juwan share. Yeah, we'll take a Juwan share here. There's a decent chance that Rome makes it back as well.
Yeah. I don't mind.
I mean, there's shocker. The Baltimore fan likes Lamar. I actually have him number 1 too. So like I'm just kind of I like Lamar more. He gets the yards more consistently. And like if you look at Lamar's floor last year, it was insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like his floor was nuts. He had 41 passing touchdowns and like they didn't even need him to run the ball. Like let's say Derrick Henry gets hurt because Derrick Henry's never really been hurt, right? If Derrick Henry gets hurt and Lamar has to run in the red zone, are we smashing Rome in here?
I'm Addison or Olave personally, but if you're a Rome guy, we can go Rome. Yeah.
I was just thinking the week 17, but yeah, we can go Olave.
Yeah, or Addison. I mean, it's time box, so we don't really care about his ADP. Let's go Addison.
Sounds good.
Gives us a stacking option with McCarthy later. I like the week 17 game. Dude, Addison's just good, man. People keep it's kind of like the same argument where it's like, oh, this guy's gonna have to regress in like touchdowns, and it's like at a certain point you just have to be like, this guy's just good at scoring touchdowns, right? Like,
so here's a hot take. No suspension. I have Addison over Zay Flowers straight up.
I don't think. Yeah, I completely agree
with
you.
So whenever I did my original preseason rankings back in January, like I had a lot wrong. Don't get me wrong. I had a lot wrong. I had George Kittle at the back end of the 3rd round, which he's kind of that's kind of where he's trending.
Yeah.
I also had Chuba back there. Well, that is not aged well, but like I had Jordan Addison at the 4-5 turn. Like I had him with Devontae Smith and Jameson Williams. So like I had Zay Flowers like a pick or 2 behind him. Like I'm not like trying to hate on Jordan. Like, so Jordan Addison has proven that he can put up 25, 26 point games.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Zay Flowers hasn't proven like he did. He had a 28 point game last year, didn't he? He had one massive game.
He's had a couple big games. I just think Addison is like his game is more conducive to spike weeks based on the fact that it's more downfield stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's like one of those ones where it's like, I don't know. I just think Addison, they're both good offenses, but one is like the more like spike weeky type guy, in my opinion, at least. So
yeah, no, I agree.
Go over Harvey.
Yeah, what do you think of that? Do you think this is a translation error? Like,
well, I mean, you already said Trey Harris over Lad McConkey, so
yeah. Yeah, no,
I'm just always gonna bet on the rookie. Yeah.
So
that's all I'll say.
To be honest with you, I'm pretty like I think Pacheco was one like so. After a week of drafting, after the draft, I did a video. I don't know which one it was, and I was like, these are the players I targeted to get a bunch of. Pacheco, I took Pacheco over Swift and B-Rob, and it looks like that's kind of like Pacheco's still steaming up, and Swift just kind of stopped steaming up, right?
Yeah, he has.
Golden Diggs. I love Diggs.
Yeah, we can do Diggs. It gives us another Drake May out as well.
You talk me into it. That's kind of like, man, like, and so talking about Steph Diggs, people were saying that he didn't have like ceiling last year, right? Like all of that. But if you go to this, points per game, he was wide receiver 19 through 8 games with 12.23. Like, if you're telling me I get 12 points a game, like that was with Nico Collins some, right? Like not every game, but some. You're telling me I can get 12 points a game in round 7?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
With less competition. I'm all in. Like I am, and he's looked healthy. Like I don't know if you watched the workout videos of him like just dusting all the other receivers that are younger.
I've seen it. Yeah, absolutely.
But like it's pretty exciting. All right, so here my rankings get a little wild. We could take Hawkinson and just be done at tight end. Jaden Higgins. We got Ayuk, Igbuka.
I like Igbuka. Or Downs went. Did Downs already go?
Yeah, he went.
Okay, let's go Igbuka.
Yep.
He's just a good pick. Like I don't like people are scared off because of the Godwin and Evans thing. Like I just think he's just a very good pick. Like
I want him to be on this side. Like I want him to be like 93 to 100 kind of is kind of where I'm at with it. I don't hate the pick, and I've got him at like 105 a couple times with the Baker stack. So like I do think that like he does fall sometimes, but not all the time. I don't have much of him. I had a ton of him pre-draft. Like I love him as a prospect.
Yeah. No,
so
he's a very good prospect. Another pass heavy team and 2 old guys around him. And so yeah. He's not joking.
Yeah, I'm not joking. I mean, it's like I'm going to be wrong on a bunch of takes.
Yeah,
you're going to be wrong on a bunch of takes. But having takes makes it fun.
Absolutely.
You know, like
that's what we're here for.
Yeah, and the discussion's always fun. Like I would like to have a conversation with you about why Trey Harris over Lad. Like a genuine, because I'm actually kind of very, very in on Lad. I think there's a decent chance Lad could finish like top 5-ish.
It's not crazy. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to say it's like 25%ish, right? Like, I'm not saying that it's like a lock or anything, but I'm saying like in the realm of possibilities of all those people that go in the second round, like you tell me Drake, AJ Brown, Lad McConkey, Rashee Rice, T. Higgins, you tell me any of those finish top 5, I'm not going to bat an eye. Like, but then you get to the next round, and I actually question all of them except maybe Devontae or Tyreek.
Yeah, there's absolutely no chance Wilson finishes top 5.
Like I have a really hard time with Wilson or Marv,
Harrison,
JSN.
Terry, JSN,
Yeah,
Evans, any
yeah,
of those guys. Yeah.
yeah. I think that there's. And last year, I kind of felt that it was a little more open. I mean, we could actually get Baker back,
Yeah, we could.
but I don't know if I would love that. I would almost
Yeah.
rather just get Drake here.
Yeah, Drake, or we have JJ McCarthy out
Yeah.
as well.
So, what do you think here? Jalen Warren, I think we definitely need a running back. We got Scadaboo, we got Warren, we have Sharbs.
I like Scatterbo.
23.5.
23.5. Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I let you make that pick. And we also have Bowers. So,
True. Yeah, good point. And neighbors.
no, yeah. 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 So, I have a lot of Cam Scadaboo neighbors Bowers teams because like every time I take Bowers, like now the Scadaboo is actually dropping to this back end. I'm gonna just get more. Like I'm not gonna slow down. I'm not gonna speed up, but I'm not gonna slow down. I'll still have 20 to 25% Scadaboo. I don't really want to be way overweight because it is the Giants offense that we're betting on.
Sure.
Do we want to just take May? Do we want to wait?
No, we can just take them.
I think that would be, yeah.
Let's
I
just
think,
do it.
and then I'm 100% fine stopping there.
I'm fine stopping too because I think we hammer running back and wide receiver for a bit, but I'm coming around. I mean, I probably won't necessarily play out on this team, but like we could do a Geno. Like if Geno falls a little bit past, like I'm fine just doing that, and like you're sacrificing a late receiver or a late running back, but it's like the having three stacked quarterbacks is just like kind of a cheat code in the playoffs. I feel like so.
Did you see what Charlie's saying?
QBs?
He's got Lamar, Burrow, Mahomes, Baker. Is this an auto draft situation? No, because he's got Derrick Henry, unless he's got ranks.
Derrick, I think he's high. I'm Paul. I think he's
hi, Paul. Hi, I'm Paul. Hi, Paul.
I think he's a little.
Okay, class. Everybody say hi to Paul. Okay.
Yeah, dude, this is a sick team. He switched it to super. Yeah, maybe he's using super flex ranks. No, because they would.
I noticed he had 3 of them. I missed the Lamar.
That's crazy.
Do Meg and Steve ever compensate you for? Yeah. I was actually before I was like I always watched Fanspeak Network, but like I got to Scadaboo in the pre-draft early. Like whenever I did my own rankings, like I had to force myself to lower him in the rankings because I'm like he's just, and I had to do the same thing with Damian Martinez. One of those have worked out, one of those is not. And I still think that like I don't think there will be a bigger winner in the regular season than Martinez if one of those two get traded. Like if one of those two get traded, I think that the Martinez bags are just absolutely alive.
100%. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe their team just kind of falling apart and they're just like, we don't need all these running backs. Then I can see it. But
I mean, Steve disagrees with me. I think that their offensive line is so bad that Sam Darnold is going to see ghost again. Absolutely. And I think that they're going to completely fall apart by trade deadline-ish. Like there'll be two wins. If they only have 2 wins at that point, why would they not try to trade off a Kenneth Walker?
Burden 127.
Yeah, Burden's been falling, and Tootin falls like
dude,
crazy.
If Tootin makes us here to us, I don't even care about the Kyle Williams. I'm taking Tootin.
I mean, we have a smash pick either way.
Yeah, dude. I understand ADP value, but like I don't understand. I like Scatabo, and it's not an anti-Scatabo, but I just feel like, okay, who do we care? Who would we rather have? Like the RB1 on the Jaguars, who have a good offense, versus the Giants, who like probably don't have a good offense. Like,
I mean, I fully agree. But number one, Scadaboo is just a better prospect. Like, I don't think that there's really a question there. Like, Tootin is way more physical and like, or he's way more explosive, like for a one cut scheme.
yeah, I don't know. I think it's more like,
So
what do you win when you win? Like, I just feel like Tootin's explosiveness is just like a cheat code for that. But no,
all right,
it's not. It's not.
all
Okay,
right.
let's
Do
see.
we want Hollywood? Do we want Rashad White, who I love? Do we want Trey Benson?
I like Rashad White. I like Rashad
Loveland?
White.
Loveland?
Ooh, yeah, let's do Loveland.
Sounds good. I have him buried in my ranks. So, but I like Tyler Warren and Loveland a ton with Bowers and McBride. Like that's like
The perfect
exactly
combo, yeah.
and Kittle. Like if I have one of those, I love getting one of those too.
Yeah, you can cover, right? Like it's like you get the upside and you don't have to worry about the downside,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, at all.
Sorry, Thad, we don't know ball. We no longer know ball. Martinez probably a good click next year. I think. Yeah, I mean, I just think that their team falls apart. And I could be wrong, but it's not like Kenneth Walker is a picture of health. Like, and this is more of like a dynasty talk, right? Like what do you think of? Because you are a lot more into dynasty streets, right? Like, that's your thing. You are much more into dynasty.
Yes, I
And
60 teams or whatever I have. Yeah.
yeah, I have like 9. I would so I'm in this really wild league. Tell me what you think about this. It's 16 teams, single quarterback, touchdown only, but they're scaled by distance scored. I'm in 3 of these leagues because they're wild, right?
It seems wild, yeah.
So like a regular touchdown, passing like so quarterback, all touchdowns are 4 points.
Okay.
And then any touchdown over like so at 30 it's 5, 40 it's 10, all the way up to 10 points.
Yeah.
So and it's a team defense thing. So like punt returns, like your defense gets 10 points anytime there's a return, like for a touchdown. So
Holy
like
shit.
it's just total chaos, right?
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say, how the hell do you
it's
predict anything at
I,
all, anytime?
the I won one of the leagues 3 of 4 years in a row. Like my team was loaded, and like I generally have an awesome team. Like I'm pretty good at predicting the rookies and stuff. Okay,
That's helpful. I think we need a running back. Let's see.
they're all gone.
Oh God.
I think we just hit a wide receiver here,
Yeah,
Best or
Tillman or
Tillman.
Bash. I mean, we have the correlation with
I
Las
think
Vegas and stuff, but I like Tillman.
I think we go Tillman. We're already invested in the Bowers for that game,
Yeah.
and we have 2 pieces of the other team in that game. And to be honest, like I don't want to stop here. I think with the way that the running backs are laying out, we need to stop at 2 quarterbacks with this team.
Yeah, I agree.
I would like to go, and I think we could stop there. This could be a 2-7-7 too. What do you think?
I like the 2-7-7 too. Yeah.
I don't do it very often, but I think that this team specifically, and we don't get Zach Ertz on this one. We don't have any stack with him, by the way. Like even Eckler didn't make it. So like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care that much about Jaden Daniels unstacked, to be honest.
yeah, me either. Me either. So,
Thielen, Pat Bryant, yeah, good with either of those. We don't have any correlation for either, really, right? So
yeah. What about Roshan again? I'm fine with whatever.
we can do Roshan, yeah.
Like, I think he's for our team. Like, he's not a rookie. Like, we don't know about Tootin at all. Like, I'm like fairly certain he's going to have a role by week 5 or 6 for sure. Scadaboo, I think, is definitely going to have a role week 1, but we need somebody. We need a veteran in this. Like, and I know Roshan's not really proven anything, but like we need some sort of
Some sort of
early
season.
scoring.
Yeah.
We missed out. I think we missed the boat. We should have taken. I don't know. Like
Algier, I guess, or
I think
Eckler.
I think Rashad White might have been the pick originally. Like
Yeah.
maybe, but and then we could have got Ertz there. But like I'm fine with Loveland there. Like I think that's probably the better overall.
It's more
pick.
upside for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 tight ends next to you.
4
Fun
tight
draft.
end team and a 4 QB team. Yeah, high on Paul. He's not. I don't think he's auto drafting because he's taking.
He's getting guys.
Now.
He's getting guys. 4 tight end. Yeah. I mean, it is a fun draft. I don't know how you were in 60 leagues. Yeah. Yeah, and it is a wild format, but like it's why I stay in it because it keeps me engaged. And like so like I realized it started the year before Antonio Brown broke out. And I was in on Antonio Brown and I ended with Jamal Charles, who was a monster. And like round 5, because that was the year might have been the year he tore his ACL. And came back for 1,500 yards, which nobody talks about because the same year Peterson done it and came back for 2,000.
Yeah, exactly. So it overshadows him.
But I had Antonio Brown and Megatron and Le'Veon Bell and
Jesus
Jamal
Christ.
Charles. And like,
So yeah, you auto win your league. Yeah.
Yeah, it was ludicrous, like absolutely ludicrous. But I mean, I don't.
I don't think we can do it. I just don't.
Okay. Miles Sanders is probably our pick.
Miles Sanders, yeah, the slappies are loving him.
Like I said, we need to find week 1 somewhere.
Sure. Yeah. No, I think he's a good.
I think pick. That allows us to go into some more rookies for upside, possibly. Now, if Zach Ertz comes back around, I think we just have to take him. Like I really like tight end can flex. Like
I mean, I think you're just thinking that Bowers is your flex, and then the other 2 are just your 2 tight ends, and you're just like Bowers can hit my flex any given.
Well,
week.
I mean, any of those could hit your flex, right?
Could.
Like
they could.
Like, and I'm not saying that it's optimal to do, but like with a Jaden Daniels stack and 20 picks past ADP, or I guess it was just 10. Like, kind of like I took CJ Stroud. Okay, Jalen Noel, Jarquez Hunter, Giddens,
probably Hunter or Slayton. We have Slayton for the. Let's go Hunter. Let's go Hunter. Yeah, that's a good upside, right? Like we got our 2 grossish clicks in Roshan and Sanders.
Yeah,
that are fun. Allows us to take our fun rookie.
And somebody I've been clicking like every draft, and Steve may take him here because I'm going to mention him. But Taj Brooks, I'm just starting to take Taj Brooks in the 17th every draft now. Like it's crazy. Like, and Liam has been mentioning this, but he never mentioned Cincinnati. He's like, why are we taking 2 Giants running backs in round 9 and 10, and we're not taking a second like running back for some of these teams? Like, and he mentions like the Colts and all these other teams, but he never. And I've put it in a chat a couple times. Like, what about the Bengals, who everyone is projecting for just massive points, right? Like why would you not just like? Do we really fear Zach Moss? Like
he's gonna probably be cut or retire. Yeah,
I mean, neck injuries are nothing to laugh at. You know, like that. Like that's awful, right? Like ATX says his hometown league is like that. Maybe it's in one of these leagues that I'm in. Maybe you're in one of those. Yeah, and so it's also wild because it's like it's pay for transaction too. So like every player you pick up, it's $5. Any player you trade for, it's $2. But then all of that money goes into a pool, and then there's it's like a weekly winners thing. If you're a top scoring team, it divides it out by 14 weeks. all
Really?
that
Wow.
money, and then you get so like it's super fun,
Yeah.
and
It's just
and
different.
nobody tanks because you always have a chance to win something every
That's nice.
week. So like nobody's ever tanking or like completely tanking. Like yeah, they're trading players off for more
Sure, of
picks and
course, at
stuff,
a certain point.
but like and it's with a bunch of people who used to do like newspaper drafts and stuff.
Nice. Okay, so
And
you got the fun format and people you know. That's a good combo.
yeah. All right. So what do we want to do? I think Brooks was available still. No, he is not.
Lloyd, Coker, um,
Those are not available. Coker is.
yeah, let's go Coker, and then there should be some running back we like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine having unstacked Jaden Daniels. Like, I don't know that. Like, I tend to always like just stack Ertz or
Yeah, that
Eckler
makes
with
sense.
them. So, like, having a fully naked Jaden Daniels team is actually rare for me.
Yeah, I mean it's
Uh,
not optimal probably, but like at the end of the day, like if he gives you like a 35-point week, like and your rest of your team is strong, like you're probably fine. And we have Drake May stacked, so
yeah.
okay.
Just pick some ugly players here.
Yeah, let's see. Corey Krosky.
This is uh
I like
I mean
Mitchell or Smith probably.
we could go Jalen Lane here for the random stack too.
Oh man.
I'm not a big fan of
Yeah,
his,
I don't
but
know. I just don't even know if he's like wide receiver 6. Like I have no
yeah,
idea.
I prefer Mitchell, and that's
Missile?
not yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
All right, so we got a 2772 here. Jaden Daniels, Drake May, running backs: Brees Hall, Cam Scadaboo, Bashaw Tootin. Kind of got boxed out. Then Roshan Johnson, Miles Sanders, just scraping at scraps here, just trying to get something. And then some more fun: Jarquez and Keaton Mitchell. Wide receivers: Neighbors, Jennings, Addison, Steph Diggs, Egbuka, Tillman, Coker, Brock Bowers, and Loveland. Like, so the story of this team winning is Drake, like Jaden Daniels rushes 3 touchdowns, passes for 2, and the game of the week is actually the Giants and Raiders. It's a massive scoring game, but Jaden Daniels is his quarterback won by 5 points, and we have all the pieces, and none of them have Jaden Daniels.
Yeah.
And like, I think I like the Jaden Daniels, Brock Bowers also probably a smart strategy for the 106, 105. Like going double elite.
Yeah.
Like I've been thinking about that a little bit because like in the 106, 105, don't you think that like having the elite to like give you the floor is actually a major
I
positive?
think so too. That's a
Uh,
really good point.
so like the 1 of 10s and 1 of 13s, you definitely like I think it's easier. And that's something else I was thinking about as well earlier today. And I don't have the data behind it. Maybe Steve could figure it out. But like the 3 quarterbacks, like the advance rate, like everybody talk about the advance rate, all that stuff's based on like BBM and puppies.
Sure.
These 1 of 6, 1 of 5s,
Completely different game. Yeah.
yeah, it's a different game. Like I wonder if the 3 quarterback is less, like not saying it's not still optimal, but it's less
Less
optimal
optimal. Yeah.
in these situations, and the elites actually have more value.
That makes sense to me. I don't.
Like,
Yeah. I
I,
also don't have. That's a vibes based analysis,
yeah.
but
What is Steve's thought on that thought of mine? Because I have a lot of thoughts, and I ask smarter people what they think. Like
that's how I am too. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, we do not keep 2 players; we keep the entire roster. Uh, if you have time, it's my first poodle. Hey, well, welcome, David. You were at the 3. Were you? You weren't the one to took 4 tight ends or 4 quarterbacks, were you? Okay,
No.
you're the one that was in both the weekly winners
Oh,
with us.
Doctor the Professor. Yeah.
Doctor the Professor.
I recognize the name.
I mean, you have a lot more color than our draft, so it's probably better than us. 3663. You got Jared Goff, JJ McCarthy, week 17 game stack. Some people don't like this. I don't mind it. Like,
No.
I'm just happy to be in week 17. And actually, if I do that, I think tacking on the third quarterback makes even more sense if you game stack the one majorly.
Sure.
And then you got Bucky for the bring back. You got David Montgomery, Tyron Tracy, Trey Benson, Braylon Allen, DJ Giddens. You got the classic Justin Jefferson, JMO bring back. Tyreek Hill here also with,
Bucky
this is
bring back,
perfectly correlated.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter at 51 feels fine. Jaden Higgins, I love him.
Slayton.
Darius Slayton. I think this is a fine, like, it could use a 7th, but it's fine to stop at 6 here. I think you have enough capital there to be fine. Like, it's on the verge of maybe needing an extra. I maybe would have cut Juwan Johnson for a 7th.
I think so, yeah.
I think, like, that's just absolute nitpicking. It's not like a definite thing. I think I would have taken another shot at receiver over Juwan Johnson, but Juwan Johnson is underrated. Like, he should probably be going
Week
at the draft.
17 King, Juwan Johnson. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Laporta, the double stack there with the Jefferson bring back. Man, this is a beautiful team, honestly. And, like, this is my favorite. I originally liked the Atlanta Rams game.
Yeah.
Right. Like, but the more I think about it, and everyone is on that game, I think this is my favorite game now.
Florida in December, right? That's a good good weather. Two probably not amazing defenses, and we're worried about Tua in the cold. We don't have to worry about that if he's playing in Florida. So
It would have been That's kind of what I was hoping, is that it was one of the troll wins. And
I mean, honestly, that's worth like a $5 draft or a $3 draft just for the bit equity.
Right. Yeah. And I will be posting that weekly winners team asking people for help. So if you're in here, play along, make fun of it. It's going to be great. I'm all about a good troll here and there. So, but man, I had an absolute blast today. Thank you for coming on. I appreciate it. Tell everybody where they can find you and what you do.
Yeah, thank you for having me on. I know I randomly messaged you because I think I'm not going to be able to come on next week. But yeah, it's been, it was too long. I should have, it's hard for me during my week to people are asking me to come on and I'm like, it's hard to make time, and this worked out perfectly. So I'm glad it did. Keep doing what you're doing, man. The grind is real, and I appreciate anybody who's grinding as hard as you are. You got a nice little time slot here at the 4 Central, 5 Eastern time. And for me, I just dropped a Dynasty video earlier this week on I think undervalued players. So if you guys want to go check that out, go ahead. And then every Monday I am on Ballsy with Chris the Candyman. We rotate channels. So this week it was Neil Orfield, the oldest man to ever draft 150 BBMs. And then next week it'll be over. I think it's PPR Tyler this coming week. Not 100% confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be him. So go like and sub. If you guys, I have a Discord. Some of the links are dead on some of my streams, but if you go on my Twitter, if you go on some of my recent videos, the link should be all good. So thanks so much for having me, and keep up the good work.
Hey man, like I said, it was a blast. And by the way, also all the people over on X, come on over here, smash a sub for me, click the link in the description, give Bindles a follow on YouTube as well. And I just confirmed that tomorrow I will have a guest as well. PPR Tyler, the aforementioned, will be over here tomorrow. So
good people.
I mean, I'm excited. Like, we will get to talk about the 253 subscriber goal. Do you know about that?
No, what is that? No.
So number one, I don't like even goals because everyone does even, and I'm weird. So let's be weird. Let's be weird. Let's own it. I'm gonna basically, and it's probably gonna be essentially just an auto draft by the end of it. We'll see how it works out, but I'm gonna put a blindfold on and control the mouse
Holy shit.
And then I'm going to have Tyler just try to explain to me how to move, like how to get to the player he wants. And I'm going to ask him to not explain who he's drafting or what we're doing. So whenever I remove the blindfold, I can read off the team and talk about how good it is. Like I have to go through it and like talk about why it's a winning team at first glance, basically.
Dude, I love it. I love all the bits, all the different like things.
Yeah.
Like that's for me. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so if you're on X and that is something that you want to watch me struggle through, because I think it would be hilarious, that right there should be enough reason for you to come on over and smash that sub. I was a little over 200. If just half of you come over and watch, and smash the sub on the YouTube side, we'll be halfway there, like halfway to what we need. So yeah,
Let's get
and
on
yeah,
that, ladies and
that's the other thing. For your sake, 30 seconds. Yes. So, and it's also we're going to do it at 30 seconds. And if it is considered good content, we're going to do a second one at 20 seconds.
Holy shit.
So, God praise, or I will be praying for a pick in the middle of the draft.
You got to pray to the Bestball God. You got to find Steve and ask him what his sacrifice is. You know, a goat or something in the backyard.
I don't want the 101. Like I think like the 11 pick would be like the worst, or the 2. I think like 4, 5, 6 would be perfect.
Yeah, that would be perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
But yeah, thanks again everybody for coming out. I will see everybody later. Peace.
Adios.